Hey guys, just got water in the 75-gallon tank. I am letting it run for a couple days to leak check everything. I'm going to go through and kind of wiggle the hoses and everything and make sure that if I bump them down the road, it's not gonna have any bad effects. I'm going to probably turn the heaters on tomorrow and see if they can't catch up. I did take this right out of the hose to fill it up. Obviously it's not going to pay to use buckets of warm water. I live in Wisconsin, so it took a little while to get it in here, but I am very happy to be able to get this going. I've had, like I said, had this since Thanksgiving of 2012. I'll show you under the canopy. The lighting is just amazing, I think. The camera doesn't do it any justice. It's very bright. It is a dual T5. It's aquatic life fixture. I believe it's 52 or 54 watts. I've got the lock line coming from the overflow box. It's very quiet. You hear a little trickling. I'm going to adjust that sump or that dorsal standpipe a little bit, but you do hear a little bit of trickling and a little bit of gurgling, but I will adjust that. Go down below. I tried to keep this as clean as possible. My thought process behind that obviously is neatness, but if I'm going to come down here and do any work, I'm going to want it to be as clean as possible, so I'm not having to push things out of the way. It makes a lot less of a headache later. I figure I'm going to spend a lot less time, or a lot more time now, to spend a lot less time later. Over here I added a couple hooks. I'm hang up my nets. I got some media bags for my carbon if I need to run that, or transfer any substrate or something to start up another tank. I got an extra Coral Life Color Max bulb for the refugium area. I'll show that in a bit. Got the digital power center. Everything's set up to run. I labeled all my lighting and my heaters and my pump, so I don't have to chase wires. This hose is a bit long for my liking. I'm going to see if I can't find something shorter. If not, hopefully make something shorter that would be more direct, a little cleaner looking. I do have this light. My thought process in this, and I don't remember where I saw it on YouTube. I did see someone running something similar to this. I thought it was a great idea. Stem plants that I buy that are going to go in the tank, I'm going to float in the refugium first, or what this would be somewhat of a refugium. I'm going to float them first to develop more roots, basically kind of help them out and get them acclimated first so they don't have any melting in my display tank. And that light will run opposite the display lights, so it kind of does help the pH offset a little bit. I do have more bio balls there in my quarantine tank, kind of building up bacteria for when I do this, then get this actually running. I'm very impressed with how quiet this runs. You hear trickling, but with the doors closed and everything, it's basically just kind of white noise in the room. I have the Eheim Jaeger 150 watt heater here. I'm hoping this sort of acts as a backup. It doesn't have to run all the time. I've heard nothing but good about them. I expect the best. I expect that I'm not going to have any problems with it. I haven't had any heaters ever go bad on me, but I'd rather spend some money and know that I've got some quality. We got a check valve just to make sure if power cuts off that I don't have any back siphon from the return lines and fill up just as fast as with the actual siphon. I have the Hydor 300 watt inline heater. This is where I bought this for one reason. I really wanted to try it out. This tank, people, used to be a reef tank. This hole, the sump, the tank, a separate refugium. The gentleman I bought it from had, I actually put some sliding racks so I can add more chemicals and stuff that I need. The gentleman I bought this from had a beautiful reef and had an unfortunate accident. One of the heaters in the system cracked, and it basically fried the whole system, electrocuted everything, corals, fish, everything. He had clams, a lot of beautiful stuff. He was pretty devastated. Had this tank for a long time. Couldn't bring himself to rebuild, clean it up. He basically just tore everything down and called me and said, you know, hey, if you want a good deal, I'm willing to cut you a deal. And basically sold it to me dirt cheap. I couldn't refuse. I felt bad for buying it at little prices I did, but he wouldn't take any more. So I kind of tried to do everything the best I could here. And I was very grateful that he did this for me. I'm not doing, obviously, saltwater. I'd love to get into it at some point, but my main thing now is I want to really do some really nice looking plants in here. Difference from this tank, this I just slid, it used to be over in the other spot. I slid it over here for the time being. I just picked this Anubias Barteri up today. Not attaching it to any wood until I get it in the other tank. I got a couple other big pieces of driftwood. But the Rotella is just growing like crazy. Got some Java fern, 20 neons. That will probably more than double when I put them in the big tank. I just love how these guys swim around, and I just wanted a lot of small, like neon-sized fish. A couple snails here that I like. They cruise all over cleaning. I've got 7 of these Stir-Bay Cory cats, and I got 7 because I want to get 1 albino Cory cat. I think I'm not going to do a whole bunch of albinos. I want 1 to stand out, make it look a little more natural. I fed them just a couple minutes ago, so that even the angels, there's a couple angels in there down picking around. Siamese algae eaters, those guys rock. They're awesome. I have a koi angel. There's a little bit of baby tear, dwarf baby tear that came in the bag with the Anubias. And I'm gonna see if I can save that, and see if I can't get something started with that. You know, a little free action going on. But yeah, I mean, I just threw this driftwood, and I bought the driftwood. I threw it in there just to kind of build up a little bit of bacteria on it and kind of get it going. I want to get as much bacteria in that aquarium as I can. I love the Crypts Wenditi. I've also got some red crypt back there too. I love that stuff. I basically just want to get everything rolling as fast as I can, but still, you know, obviously be safe about it. But I want to transfer as much of that beneficial bacteria as I can to this big boy. And I want to make it nice, so I figured I'd give you guys the update and let me know what you think. I have to go because the dog is getting hungry and he wants to eat too, so thanks a lot.